Hey guys, it's Joe from Pocketnow.com, and T-Mobile has been gracious enough to supply us with a myTouch 4G phone to review. In our last video, I showed you the initial unboxing and a hardware review of the device, just a walk around. In this video, let's see what the first boot looks like. Alright, so here we go. The power button is up here on the top, so we'll go ahead and push that. And we will wait for the initial boot. We've got a vibration to indicate that it's booting up, along with the T-Mobile and the myTouch 4G logos. Kind of an earthy green, something that I like. And then we've got a myTouch animated logo right in the middle of the screen, so we'll go ahead and let that run. Now, while we're doing this, it's worth mentioning that first boots initially take longer than subsequent boots. Not just power on or power off where you're powering on and off the screen, but where you're actually powering on and off the device. So bear that in mind when you're booting it up the first time. So I've gone ahead and done that, and this is using the SIM that was provided by T-Mobile so that we could review it. It should be able to go out and grab the time here pretty quickly, so we'll just go ahead and let that think. But in the meantime, I met with some striped horses here, and new voicemail. How about that? Go ahead and unlock the screen just by dragging it down, and I've got my welcome message. Now, this welcome, I don't know if I can bump the brightness of the phone up here, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit. Go ahead and go through the next. It's got a nice welcome message. We'll say next. And then we've got a welcome video, which is kind of cool.
Bike shop.
Now this is kind of interesting. It's showing you an advertisement for the phone that you've just bought, trying to, I guess, convince you, hey, you should buy this, but you know, we already have it in hand. It's kind of neat showing you the features and capabilities of the device, and it's something that honestly I haven't seen before on an Android or any other smartphone for that matter. Don't do this at home. The phone does not actually float or fly at the screen. Alright, so now we're back to the welcome screen. We've got this welcome to your new phone. With a few clicks, we're going to set it up. So we're going to go ahead and walk through that, just so you can see it. And of course, we've got a replay button there in case you missed the video. You can watch it again and again and again. We'll go next. We can choose a theme. Now this is very HTC Sense-esque. So we're just going to find one that we like. Dead trees, zebras. Nice close-up of flowers. Hey, you know what? You guys always like when I show you flowers, so let's choose our flowers theme here, because I know you like it so much. Now, of course, what we can do now is I check my social networks to keep in touch with my friends and family. Yes, I do. And I listen to my personal music. Yes, I do. Now, what this is doing is it's setting up what you're going to see on these themes, on your home screens, basically. Go ahead and say next. And how do I coordinate activities with my friends and family? Well, I keep up with my schedule and I check my email, so you know that's fairly obvious. We'll select those. And then of course we've got the location consent where we say, yeah, I want to be able to share my location with Google and for Google services so that I can get better search results and stuff. They're checked by default. You just saw what happens when you try to uncheck them. It tells you why you might not want to. We're going to leave them selected and say next. And then it goes through kind of a wizard where it sets up the home mode, applies your theme, loads some widgets, and does something else that went by too fast. Now, I can set up email accounts, video chat, and social networks right here. So email accounts, we'll choose Google. This is the standard Google setup now, and I am going to sign in with my account. So let me do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just provided my credentials to Google and it came back and said everything was good, and now it's giving me the option to back up my data with my Google account, which I always do. That makes transferring phones a lot easier too. And then we'll finish the setup. So that's all I have. I can also set up an Exchange server if I have one, or Yahoo Mail, or some other Papyrus, MTP, or IMAP mail. I don't have any of those, so it doesn't give me an option here, but I'm going to go ahead and hit back, and that works for me. Now, next, I'm going to skip video chat for just a minute, and we're going to go to social networks, and I will set up my Facebook and Twitter. Now those take you to the standard setups, and again, I'll go ahead and put this in just so you can see what the end result is. Okay, so I've set up all 3 of my social networks, and while I was doing that, it showed me that this, particularly in the Flickr area, is using the HTC Media Uploader, which gives me the impression that this is an HTC Sense UI, or something that uses the Sense UI components. So we'll definitely get into that as we go further. So let's go back, and now let's go into that video chat. We'll choose that. And it says, what do I want? T-Mobile video chat or Yahoo Messenger? Well, since I don't use Yahoo Messenger, let's use T-Mobile video chat. Go ahead and sign up. Now, video chat is cool because you have this front-facing camera. Now, this is not like Apple's solution, where you can only use it over Wi-Fi. This you can actually do over 3G or 4G, or at least that's what the claim is. You do need to have a Kik account, so if you do not, you'll need to sign up for one. I'm going to go ahead and log in here. Okay, so after providing my login credentials, I met with this screen. Of course, if you didn't have a Kik account previously, what you would need to do is go ahead and set that up, and there is an in-app setup for that to create a new account. So here, you can create, or you can do video chat, which is a two-way live video call. You can record and share. Now, this is kind of like YouTubing stuff, but instead of recording stuff on the camera and then uploading it to YouTube later, it actually streams it up to the Kik servers, so you can get real-life stuff as it goes on. Now, if you're ever involved in any kind of police activity, that's a really good thing to have, because you can record what's going on and have it streaming up and online, and even if they confiscate the phone and destroy that recording, it's up on the web. Not that I get into trouble with the police too much, but this is the app of choice for that, just so you know. You can also record a video mail, which is just like it sounds. It's like a voicemail, but with video. And then, of course, there's the video gallery where you can manage, share, and sync your videos. So that's kind of cool. Now, why am I covering the top of the phone? It's because the auto brightness is kind of wigging out with the camera and whatnot. I'm not trying to hide anything from you. I'm just covering that up so it thinks it's dark and lets you see it a little bit brighter on camera. So that's why I'm doing that. But let's continue through. I'm going to go ahead and hit back. We're not going to set up Yahoo Messenger. So we'll go back again. I've done all of these, and we'll go to the next option. Now, it lets me learn more stuff. Learn about the Genius button, about the Media Room, which is all of my media in one place. At least that's what it says right there. Learn more about video chat. Learn more about screen share to broadcast photos and videos to a high-definition TV. That's something cool and something I want to get into in a later video. And then, of course, how to use the swipe keyboard. The phone does come with swipe, and it is set as the default keyboard. It's got kind of a nice white theme to it, so you might not know it's swipe right off the bat, but it is, and you can use it just like you would with any other swipe keyboard. So we've gone ahead and done that, so let's hit done. And what we've got now is the myTouch logo, and it's showing me my picture gallery, which is kind of cool because I don't have that on this phone. It's pulling that in, I suppose, through Picasa. So that's kind of cool, and if you're wondering what that is, that's a cable modem that has the stupidest button in the world on it. The button being the internet on-off button. Not the device on-off, but internet on-off. Okay, so what you're going to notice, first and foremost, this is Sense UI. Very clearly Sense UI. You've got all the Sense widgets, friend stream, you can see it's already populated with my friend's information. Playlist stuff is empty, and then it's got the phone and contacts and app drawer buttons right there. So there is your first boot, an initial look at what comes on the myTouch 4G. Obviously, we're going to be doing more videos about this in the very, very near future. Again, I want to thank T-Mobile for sending us this evaluation unit and including the capability to do data. We'll see if we can get 4G where I am located out here in Utah. And if not, we'll see what their 3G speeds are, and we'll do that in a later video. But thank you to them for that. And of course, our views and our review comments and whatnot are our own, and they're not that of T-Mobile USA or any of their affiliates, associates, assigns, or any other legal entities, yada, yada, yada. Okay, legal stuff done. So go ahead and subscribe to our video channel. We'll give you a link for that right now. And make sure you come back. Give this video a thumbs up if you like seeing first boot and initial impression stuff. And showing off the myTouch 4G. I'm Joe for Pocketnow.com.